Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of second year E. I am your teacher Saima Tunoli with the 20th lecture for civics, and today we will be continuing with the chapter number 3, that is the social services in Pakistan. Open your book on page number 76. We have the topic for today, that is education. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, and acquire knowledge from cradle to grave. Education is the fundamental right of every individual. Islam makes education compulsory for every boy and girl. The Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan also recognizes this right in the following words: to provide basic necessities of life such as food, clothing, housing, education and medical relief for all citizens. So this is what education is, that is, it is your basic right, it is your natural right, and it is the right that you must get knowledge, you must acquire knowledge and know different things, or are able to differentiate between what is right and wrong. So we can say education is the fundamental right of every individual. According to Lasky, education of the citizen is the heart of the modern state, through which we can understand that how much education is important for a modern state, and especially education of the citizens, as they will be responsible for the nation building. UNESCO source book on population education speaks, the consequence of population development for the socio-economic and natural environment and vice versa are of such significance that the new generation of young people need to be aware of this. That is, without education there will be no progress, no prosperity, nothing of the sort. So it is very important that the citizens of a state should be educated. UNESCO is one of the specialized agencies of United Nations, and UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization. Demands of the new millennium, that is, the 21st century, have added to the importance of education. It is now regarded as an investment in human capital, as it builds human capacity, which is essential for national growth. What is human capital? Capital, as we generally know, that capital of a city, a country like Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan, or capital are the words like capital letters of A, B, C, D. Here capital means money, or human capital means when human resource or humans are so much educated and beneficial for their state that they prove to be a kind of providing financial assistance to the state. That is your manpower, your human capital. आपके जो पॉपुलेशन है या आपके जो मुल्क के लोग हैं, जब वो अपने मुल्क के लिए बेनिफिशियल हैं, रिसोर्सफुल हैं, तो हमारी ऑटोमेटिकली जो इकोनॉमी है वो रेस कर जाएगी, एंड इट विल बी अ काइंड ऑफ इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट. आपकी जो ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन है वो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में हेल्पफुल हो जाएगी. सो according to the new millennium, that is the 21st century, we need to have educated people, we need to have qualified people, skilled people, so that this human resource जो आपकी होती है, आपके जो लोग होते हैं, पॉपुलेशन होती है, अगर वो पढ़ी लिखी है, एजुकेटेड है, स्किल्ड है, क्वालिफाइड है इन सर्टन एक्सपर्टीज़, तो वो फिर अपनी नेशन बिल्डिंग के लिए, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदेमंद होते हैं. Aims and objectives of education. Now what will be the aim of education? उसका अगर हम मुस्लिम कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एजुकेशन को स्टडी करें तो aims and objectives of education in Pakistan as a Muslim state are determined by the fact that we are mainly Muslim society. The first revelation, that is Wahi, which descended upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, opens with the command read, Ikra, Pado. Amongst the earliest surahs of the Holy Quran, one surah was named as Al-Qalam, the pen. So we can say how much it is important for a Muslim individual, be it a man or a woman, to acquire education. And it is also said that education starts from the cradle to the grave. And at the same time नबी पाक ने यहाँ तक कहा था कि अगर आपको चीन तक भी जाना पड़े तो you must go that far to acquire knowledge or get knowledge. Now the main purpose of education is for an individual is to be equipped with necessary knowledge and skill for personal advantages, employment and the like. Why education is required? That is that the people should be qualified, he will be able to get benefits and advantages and will be able to be employed somewhere, should be working and doing something and earning a livelihood. Though education does aim at acquiring a person to earn a livelihood, but it is not the single main purpose to get education. सिर्फ रोज़ी कमाना या पैसे कमाने के लिए ही एजुकेशन नहीं दी जाती. एजुकेशन इज़ रिक्वायर्ड so that a person should be a cultured, civilized person, and he should be able to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong, and he should be an enlightened person. Again, the aim of a good system of education include to enable the people to be equipped with the skill and knowledge according to their talents and interest, to train talented ones for leadership in their field of national life, and to impart such knowledge and skill as would develop their abilities needed for the productive and creative work in a progressive and democratic society. So this is one of the aims of education, that is people should be qualified in their perspective fields, in whatever fields they like to work, what kind of aptitude they are having, उनका किस तरफ रुझान है, वो क्या करना चाहते हैं. तो इसके लिए उनको एजुकेट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है ताकि वो फ़ायदामंद, सूदमंद शहरी बन सकें. Development of individuals' abilities and talents, that should be done in the way that the people should be good at. आपकी किस चीज़ में एक्सपर्टीज़ है, कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जो आपको इंटरेस्ट करती हैं, और क्या आप पढ़ना और क्या आप बनना चाहते हैं. दैट इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग. स्पेशली इट इज़ ऑल्सो द ड्यूटी ऑफ द पेरेंट्स that they should be checking what kind of aptitude their kids have. उनके बच्चों का किस तरफ रुझान है, वो क्या पढ़ना चाहते हैं और क्या बनना चाहते हैं. Second is making Pakistan a social state. That is, we will be able to have ourselves in the Committee of Nations as a developed country only if we will be having educated people who will be productive, who will be beneficial for the state. Fostering national ideals and integration. Again, आपके नेशन बिल्डिंग का जो एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, आपकी जो सॉलिडेरिटी का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, इट कैन ओनली बी अचीव्ड थ्रू हायर एजुकेशन, थ्रू ऑल दोज थिंग्स, जिससे लोग जो हैं वो एजुकेटेड होंगे, पढ़े लिखे होंगे और वो अपने मुल्क को बनाने की हर तरह से कोशिश करेंगे. देयर शुड बी नो सेग्रीगेशन, देयर शुड बी नो बाइसिज्म और एनीथिंग. कोई तफरका नहीं होना चाहिए लोगों में. नेशनल इंटेग्रेशन होनी चाहिए, कौमी यकजहती होनी चाहिए. दैट कैन ओनली बी अचीव्ड थ्रू एजुकेशन. Another aim is creating a sense of nationhood, कौमियत होना, that people should be able to consider themselves as a nation, as a millat. And we being Muslims, it doesn't matter where we are living, we are considered as one nation. There is no question of Punjabi or Pathan or anything. We are same and we should be united together. दैट इज़ द रीज़न अगर आप देखें कि हमारी जो गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स हैं उसमें जो लोग होते हैं, इवन द आर्मी पर्सनल्स और द ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, दे आर पोस्टेड एवरीवेयर. दे मे बी अ पठान, दे मे बी अ might be a Punjabi, but they will be serving everywhere in the country. So there should be no biasism, there should be no segregation. Then next point is improving standards of living. That can only be done through education. When people will be educated, they will be able to go for a employment or job, and then automatically their standard of living will be increased. When they will be earning money, जब वो पैसा कमाएंगे, मेहनत करेंगे, मेहनत मजदूरी करेंगे, तो उनका standard of living automatically improve होगा. Next is training of leadership and character building of individual. It is through education that we have the teachers can even judge from the temperament of the students that what kind of future they will be having. It is also said that the future of a generation is decided in the classroom. You can have the doctors and the engineers and the leaders and the army of personals and the bureaucrats sitting in your class. तो आपके जो करेक्टर बिल्डिंग है या नेशन बिल्डिंग है वो आपकी क्लासरूम से ही स्टार्ट हो जाती है. नेक्स्ट इज़ ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट फॉर इकोनॉमी. अगेन ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज हैं. देयर आर टू काइंड्स ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. आपकी जो रिसोर्स होती है ना, दैट इज़ ऑफ टू टाइप्स. वी हैव द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज जो अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से हमारे ऊपर एक ब्लेसिंग होती है, एंड वी बीइंग अ पाकिस्तानी वी आर ब्लेस्ड विद ऑल काइंड ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, जिसमें मेटेलिक रिसोर्सेज हैं, नॉन मेटेलिक रिसोर्सेज हैं. एंड द अदर वन इज़ द human resource, that is the population. Even if the population is more, but the people are qualified, educated, they will be a kind of a blessing for the nation, जो कि इकोनॉमी को enhance कर सकेंगे, promote कर सकेंगे. But if the population is unqualified, uneducated, unskilled, they will be a liability. So these are the many aims of and objectives of the education. Then we have the structure of education in Pakistan. What is the structure and what is the different pattern? That is, in the 1998 to 2010 education policy, the system has adopted three-tier system. That is, we have 8 plus 4 plus 4, that is different systems of education, जिसमें आपका प्री स्कूल है, एलिमेंट्री स्कूल है, सेकेंडरी है, और फिर टर्जरी आ जाता है. वी हैव द प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन सिस्टम. नाउ व्हाट दैट विल बी, दैट इज़ द प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन कंट्रीब्यूट्स टुवर्ड्स द टाइम बाउंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ चाइल्ड. कहा यह जाता है कि एक बच्चे की जो पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट है वो इवन 3 years of age हो जाती है. दैट इज़ this is the time period when the child is getting informal education at home. There are two types of education. We have the informal that begins from the home, and we have the formal education which you acquire when you are registered in a school, and in that school or college or everywhere wherever you will be studying, you have to go through a given syllabus and a stipulated time period which you will be completing and giving your exams, and then acquiring the degree or the certificate. So we can say, but the preschool education is also very important. The young child is more flexible in the earlier years. It helps to lay foundations of child's basic cognitive, social, emotional and personality structures. It is usually said that once these psychological structure was shaped, it becomes difficult to change them later. The early childhood is a developmental period that extended from the end of infancy to about 5 years. A child of 3+ years is usually considered suitable for preschool education. There are 4 types of development that are considered during preschooling, and that is social, बच्चे एक दूसरे के साथ मिक्सअप होना सीखते हैं other than the family. Emotional, that is they become attached with their teachers and their peer group. That is physical, they learn how to hold a pen or a pencil. Cognitive, that is again they try to understand and observe the different things. The major objective of the preschool education are as under: to help the child develop his or her potential to learn and grow. Second, to provide an appropriate environment to ensure his or her safety and holistic development, wholesome personality development होती है. Third, to use play way method and concrete experience in teaching and learning. Fourth, to prepare a child for formal schooling. And fifth, to develop awareness of basic cultural values and norms. They know how to, they learn how to sit and behave in a society and in a group. They learn to greet their elders and to respect their elders, and at the same time to be cooperative with their fellow class fellows and fellow mates. In Pakistan, early childhood education is facing some problems, but they are not that major. Lack of realization and awareness about the importance of the benefits of प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन. हमारे यहाँ ये कहा जाता है कि छोटे बच्चों को प्री स्कूलिंग नहीं करानी चाहिए और बस डायरेक्ट उन्हें स्कूल भेज देना चाहिए, बट दिस प्री स्कूलिंग इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी बेनिफिशियल. बच्चे जो हैं जो पहले 5 साल की उम्र में भी स्कूल जाते थे और रोते धोते थे, by that time they are mature enough if they are going through this प्री स्कूल एक्सपीरियंस. उससे बच्चों को पता चल जाता है कि उनको आइडिया हो जाता है कि हाउ टू बी इन अ क्लास एंड हाउ टू बिहेव. फिर एट द सेम टाइम हमारे यहाँ प्री स्कूलिंग की जो इशू सबसे बड़ा है वो ये है कि वी नीड टू हैव ट्रेंड टीचर्स, बिकॉज मॉन्टेसरी ट्रेंड टीचर्स जो हैं they are few and they are rarely found, and people dealing with these small toddlers, they should be experienced people in this field. Then we have the elementary education. Elementary education, that is the primary and the middle classes. Primary आपकी 5th class तक है, middle आपकी आ जाती है 8th class तक. प्राइमरी स्टेज जो है इसमें ग्रेड्स आते हैं 1 to 5, एक्सटेंड्स ओवर 5 years, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू पाकिस्तान सोशल एंड लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड्स measurement, that is PSLM survey 2004 to 5, the net primary enrollment rate is 52%. The medium of instruction in most of the schools is Urdu, which is the national language. There are English medium schools as well. However, the curriculum, that is the syllabus for primary classes, are almost the same. That is, it is the same everywhere. Then in this elementary education, we have the middle stage. That is the classes from 5th to 8th is of 3 years. That is 5th, 7th, 8th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th duration, and is offered in schools either having primary or secondary classes. It covers 10 to 12 years age of students. The curriculum is common for males and female as well as for urban and rural dwellers. That is, आपके शहरी और देही इलाकों में सेम एजुकेशन दी जाती है. इट इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. और मिडल लेवल एनरोलमेंट रेट इज़ 47.5%. अगेन इट इज़ लेस. और हमारे यहाँ इट्स अ tragedy that the literacy ratio is only at the moment it is 58%. It should have been 70%, जो कि 2010 में even required था. So it is something that should be there, और ये होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. लोग क्या करते हैं, स्पेशली इन रूरल एरियाज़, दे सेंड देयर चिल्ड्रन टू वर्क प्लेसेस. उनको चाइल्ड लेबर पे लगा दिया जाता है और वो ये समझते हैं कि बच्चे जब कमाना शुरू कर सकते हैं तो वो क्यों ना करें. दैट शुड नॉट बी द केस. साइड बाय साइड education should be given to them, even if they are working part time somewhere, they should be given education. And that is the reason कि जो educational policies हैं इसमें ये emphasize किया जाता है कि free education is a must, as in most of the welfare states. बहुत सारी जो welfare states हैं वहाँ पे even UK में बच्चों को free education दी जाती है elementary level पे, so that they are able to at least able to write letters or read letters for themselves. Then we have the secondary education. Secondary education consists of two stages, that is secondary and higher secondary. In secondary stage we have education of 2 years, that is of 9th and 10th. It covers 13 to 15 years of age of the child. There is a secondary school certificate SSC examination at the end of the 10th class and is conducted by the boards of intermediate and secondary education throughout the country. So this is important that the children should be going for this much of education. The medium of instruction in most of schools is Urdu, except in English medium schools. Streaming of school of children starts at this stage. That is, students choose a group of their choice, such as science, humanities and technical education. And it is very important that you must be having a knowledge about your child's aptitude. एक होता है एटीट्यूड, जो आपका रवैया होता है, ATTITUDE, और एक होता है एप्टीट्यूड, APTIDUE. दैट इज़ योर एप्टीट्यूड फॉर समथिंग, आपका रुझान होना, आपका इंटरेस्ट होना. That is the most important thing. Sometimes even parents make this mistake of sending their children for science education if they are not having this aptitude. This is very important कि बच्चों का रुझान देखा जाए कि वो क्या करना चाहते हैं, because this secondary education stage is a very important, or we can say this is a very crucial time period. Then we have in this that is the higher secondary stage, in which we have the classes of first year and second year. And in this the students follow 2 years program of study at higher secondary level, which lead to the higher secondary school certificate HSSC, and is a prerequisite for entrance to university or an institution of higher education. And one thing that is very important, that these 4 years, that is of secondary stage and higher secondary stage, that is 9th, 10th and first year, second year, are the crucial and the most sensitive 4 years of a student's educational life, because everything rely on that. और इस टाइम पे पढ़ना और ख़ुद को फोकस्ड रखना और एक टारगेट पे रहना, that is very important to be successful in the future entrance exam of your professional studies. That is the most important thing. Then we have the tertiary education. Recognizing the significance of human resources, the government of Pakistan has recognized the higher education in the country. To meet the challenges and planning policies, Higher Education Commission HEC has set up accordingly. The focus of higher education have been determined, and institutions of higher learning are being strengthened academically. In Pakistan, universities offer undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate programs of studies, and they are very important, in which we have BA and BSc, then we have masters and MSc, and then we have the MPhil and the PhDs as well. So this is the time period when your kids and the students are ready for professional education, and that is very important stage again. Then we have the technical education, and it is especially for those kind of students who are unable to continue and go or pursue for higher education. They are the one that they go for this technical and vocational institutes or education. This occupies an important place in the education system of Pakistan. Vocational institutes like Polytechnic Institute, College of Technology, College of Commerce and Agricultural Colleges and Universities, College of Animal Husbandry and specialized colleges in other technical and vocational fields are also working in the country and providing education facilities of technical and professional education to thousands of our students. And that is very important. If you have to start a kind of technical field, उसमें ज़रूरी है कि बच्चे जो हैं वो इस तरफ आ जाएं. In private sectors, these excel in the field of management sciences, commerce education, accountancy, computer education, and information technology. So these are the technical and vocational education. In some cases, when there are some students who are unable to go for higher education, besides this technical education, they can be learning different skills like electric work, in which they learn to repair ACs and go for different or another technical expertise, जिसमें वो अपनी livelihood maintain कर सकते हैं. Then we have the Dini Madaris, side by side with the modern system of education introduced during the British period, continues the traditional religious education system, which provides education in Islamic teachings based on Quran and Hadith. At the elementary level of this system are maktab, schools attached to the mosque for the learning and memorization of the Holy Quran and for imparting elementary religious education. Together they constitute the traditional or organizational structure of religious education. In order to provide an effective integration of the religious education system with the formal school systems, so we can say that not everyone will be becoming a doctor or an engineer. We have different personalities, as every individual is different from another, so we have different ideologies and the thinking ways and the mentalities and the mind power. So there will be doctors, we will be having engineers, we will be having army personals, we will be having scientists, and we will be having ulema, and we will be having technicians. So this is what all the world is about. Thank you, and this is all for today. Coming to the thought of the day, that is, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. Thank you and have a nice day.